Good evening, or good afternoon, or whatever time it is when you stumble across this. Apparently it's a new channel, and it's my channel. I am Prince. I am, as you can tell, I am pretty much wiped out. And I apologize, and because I couldn't apologize profusely enough for my current state of dress. This is not how I intended to introduce myself to you. So if you will forgive me for my appearance, I promise you will never see me in this condition ever again. But aside from my own physical wreck of a mess here, I am Prince Anael Fahim Sherbet, and I am the Supreme Grand Sheikh of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And I'm also a master scientist. When you come to this channel, the only thing that you will get is the truth. And in the words of my man Ben Shapiro, facts don't care about your feelings. So when we meet, understand this as well. It does not benefit me to lie to you. It does not benefit me one bit. Another piece of advice: when we meet, always bring your scribe and parchment. And if you're not careful, you might learn something. But let me begin with this. There are so many places to begin. I will begin with what you all are walking headlong into. I will also give you the straight facts on some of the conditions and situations which brought you to where you are now. I will begin with this, and we shall ascend in order of stupidity. And I will start with this war on my nephews. This particular war is commonly known as the war on the American white male. Stop it. Stop it. Leave my nephew alone. He is not responsible for all of the evils in the world. And where he applies his seed, it does not automatically, if this seed develop into a male, it does not automatically mean the ruination of humankind. It simply does not. It simply does not. You are doing all of this nonsense for the sake of political expediency and nothing more. How the hell does my nephew benefit from this at all? You want to drag him through the mud, take him through the mill, and at the end of the run, you got nothing because he did nothing. And even though you have really shanked him, he gets nothing on account of it. No, that's not right. And you're not going to do that to him. You're not going to do that to him. This war against the white American male is Greeley-esque of a lot of things which go on in America, which should be confined solely and only to the United States. Oh, I say some of you are confused. What the hell is he talking about? Well, let's destroy this lie that you were made to believe. Now and again, I will share with you certain degrees of Moorish science. This particular lesson is on language. It's on language. Now, this war against my nephew, it's all about language. There are those who have weaponized language. And again, I don't want you to believe me. Here, let me share this with all of you now, because your philosophers would never have told you. Never. Anyway, but I'm going to. Anyone who wants you to believe anything wants you to be a lie. I challenge anyone to spell believe without spelling be alive first. Aren't they the first 5 letters? So, but again, you are living, breathing natural. You have a free will, and it is up to you what you choose to believe. Because simply put, you can choose to believe, or you can opt to know. And you see, Moors don't believe, Moors know. You see, that's how that goes. And I'm going to share with my nephews not ways to survive, because that's what they're doing now. They're trying to scramble and run to try to find some man-safe place where they can congregate, come together, commune, click, etc. You let them convince you that the world is smaller. It is not. Only your minds have grown smaller, not the world. How in the world can the world be made smaller? It is all in your mind, and it was put there by those who would have you do as they would tell you, rather than, have you make up your own mind to live a Republican form of lifestyle. And that is a lifestyle that is for the people, a lifestyle that was made up of the people, and a lifestyle that does right fine by the people. That's a Republican form of government, you see. Not overseers and legislators. Again, language. You do realize LEG is the first 3 letters in legal, don't you? Which means your life has been legislated away, and you agreed with it. That is not a Republican form of government. Not at all. Not at all. But now back to my nephews and this war that people tend to want to wage against him. Well, I tried to get myself a little bit together for you all, but I see it really didn't make much of a difference. I still look like hell. And again, I apologize. Back to my nephews, I need you to understand you have done nothing wrong. And here's one of those moments where you get the opportunity to learn. You're all familiar with that saying, the sins of the father? I would love to hear what you all, how you all heard that and what you heard it to mean. I'd be interested to know. And that other voice you hear in the background is my little friend Raxa. And he is Raxa Bay. He is Maine Coon and Siamese mix. Quite the combination. So he's going to get as big as a sheepdog, and he'll have the most beautiful eyes. I don't know. Now, he distracted me. The sins of the father. Many of you have been taught, and wrongly so, that the word you were hearing was S-I-N-S. You were hearing sins of the father. Well, there is a word in French which sounds like sins, but it actually means the debts. C-E-N-S.